Hi, it's Lindsay from HeartSpeak Health. It's been a while since I've been on here. I had my daughter on July 14th, and I've taken a break from the videos, but I'm back. And today, what I'd like to do is I want to talk to you about food cravings. I did a video for each of my first 3 blog posts, and I've actually written 20 posts up to today, but I've only done a video for my first 3 blogs. So I want to do. I got to get back on the bike here and get caught up. So I want to talk about blog 4, which if you go to heartspeakhealth.com/blog, it's blog number 4, and it's about food cravings. So I had my baby July 14th, and this is my second child. I have a son who's 4, and then my little girl is 4 months old. And there is something that I experienced after having both of my kids, and that's that I craved sugar and caffeine. Obviously, when you have a baby, you're not sleeping. Intimacy is basically not there. I mean, for us, it's not been, it's hard. I'm up at night, he gets woken up, he's tired, he's working, I'm working. It's crazy. So if you have kids, you know how that is. So caffeine, obviously, we crave because we need the energy, right? The sugar, interestingly enough, the reason why we crave sugar whenever after we have a baby is because, if you're nursing, you're burning a lot of carbohydrates, you're burning a lot of calories, and so you tend to want sweet stuff. But besides that, sugar cravings are actually linked to a loss of sleep, relaxation, and intimacy. Oh boy. So there you go. Big surprise, right? So as a new parent, if you find yourself craving sweets, that's why. Because the real reason that you're wanting that is because the indulgence and the sweetness that you're wanting, and maybe the decadence of a dessert, is actually tied to the sweet things in life, like your love life, and the indulgent things like pampering yourself to a spa treatment or taking a nap or getting a great night's sleep. So if you start to focus on those things, the sugar cravings do start to subside. If you force yourself to go to bed earlier and take more breaks and, ask for help so that you can get a nap in, or ask for a few hours from your spouse or your mom or your mother-in-law, somebody who can give you a break so that you can go do something relaxing. Wanting the sugar is a sign of things being out of balance and you missing out on relaxation and sleep and intimacy. But now, if you're like me, you're still going to want some sweet stuff. So I did go off the wagon. I'm not going to lie. I'm human, okay? I'm a health coach, but I'm not perfect. So I did have sweets, and I ended up starting to really feel like crap, to be honest with you. I was having dips in my energy, and my skin and everything was just changing. I was getting rough skin, and I was getting a little bit foggy because I was having a lot. I was having a lot of sweet stuff. Oh, it was bad. And I thought, okay, Lindsay, you know better than this. You have to practice what you preach. So what I started doing actually a couple months ago, because she was a couple months old whenever I was just like, enough's enough. I went back on my usual eating plan, which is for sugar, okay, I take out the white sugar, cane sugar, and all refined sugars, refined carbohydrates, goodbye, see ya. And as far as sweetness, I go with natural sweeteners like maple syrup, honey, raw honey, monk fruit, which is a great sweetener. I used to do stevia, but I've kind of gotten away from that. I prefer maple syrup and raw honey. Those are my 2 favorite sweeteners. And I use both of them in coffee and tea. And even my dandelion coffee and mushroom coffee, I love to put a little bit of either of those in. As far as foods that either turn into sugars or can give us the same negative effects as cane sugar, so things like refined carbohydrates, refined grains, and things that have been highly processed. What I do is I try to incorporate more of the gluten-free grains. I do best on those. And if I do have wheat, I get sprouted wheat bread or sprouted grain bread or pasta. But I stick with like brown rice pasta, and I even do like I can't remember the name of the root, but it's an Asian type of noodle that's made from the root of a plant. It's delicious. It's in the produce section. And just things like that, quinoa and the sprouted grains, like I said. So when I stick with that type of stuff and I incorporate more vegetables and healthy protein and healthy fat and a little bit of fruit, it makes all the difference in the world. Another thing to help curb the sweet cravings is to go with sweet vegetables. So things like sweet potatoes are great, or butternut squash. So it gives you that sweetness, but you're getting a lot of nutrition, and even with fruit, okay? But I recommend having your fruit from the time you get up through like the middle of the day, have that be your fruit time so that it can give you energy and not end up bogging you down later in the day. Okay, so if you want to read a little bit more about food cravings, then please check out blog 4 at heartspeakhealth.com. And I'm glad to be back. I'm going to get caught up here with my recordings, so you'll be seeing a lot more videos posted in the near future. And I'm just gonna record when I can. I'm not gonna worry about being fancy or having my cool artwork in the background. Right now I'm sitting on my bed. My daughter's taking a nap. I've got her infant seat here. I mean, this is real life. I'm a mom. I've got 2 kids. And I still want to be able to deliver the content. And so I'm just going to do what I have to do. And you have to remember that too. Don't worry about things being perfect. Just jump in and do what you got to do. Okay, so I'll be back later for blog number 5 with a video for that as well. In the meantime, you can visit heartspeakhealth.com for more tidbits and insight into thyroid health and women's health. Thank you. Bye-bye.